This is Russ. Yeah, I'm back in the car again. 9:42 a.m., 21 degrees outside, snowy. Yep, the weather has changed again. Alright, today is Monday, December 29th. I got some things to talk about. First off, I wanted to say, I think we'll find on Mondays the videos, if I post at all on Monday, may not be at 6 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I do not seem to like to make videos when Mrs. Wright is in the house. So over the weekend, I won't do it. Yeah, so, and I don't go to Costco typically to get a pizza during the weekends, which is another thing we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about pizza today. Yeah, it seems I've become notorious for getting pizza almost daily. Oh, thank you to Stonebreaker Does Things. Yeah, if you haven't watched his channel, go to Stonebreaker Does Things and take a look at his channel and subscribe over there. He watches the Russ is Right channel too. Just want to say thank you to him for giving a shout out. And the very first guy he shouted out, he talked a little bit about the various e-bike channels that he likes, and he mentions that it was my channel that inspired him to start. So there you go. Yeah, I don't know how many subscribers he has, but yeah, you have to start somewhere. That's the thing. And I'm glad I was able to inspire him to do something. And he seems to enjoy his e-bike. So yeah, thank you for the shout out there. And here's one back for you. Anyway, he had a little graphic up there about something about pizza and me. So go to his channel, watch that video where he talks about things he's grateful for during the Christmas season. And you can see what he has to say. But here's the interesting thing and why I decided I wanted to do this video now. I'm headed to Costco as I typically am. A little later than I thought. You know, I woke up and I thought, okay, should I be going to Costco for pizza or not? I mean, it is a snowy day. The roads aren't the greatest, although I'm noticing here on the major streets, the snow has melted off from just the sheer quantity of cars going over it. And I figured that would be the case. But the reason I thought I'd talk about pizza again, as I usually do, is to give you an idea why pizza is such a big deal for me. And then also to let you know that I am going for pizza for lunch. So, no, it's not Costco pizza. So I'm going to Costco today to get a slice of pizza. And then later on for lunch, I'm going for pizza at another place. So here's what happened. Let you know. Okay. So I got a text message from my friends, during Christmas time. And these are guys that are, they're Jewish, so they don't really celebrate Christmas, but they always send a Christmas greeting to me and my brother. These are the guys that we every quarter of the year, I mentioned many times, we go out for a birthday lunch. My birthday's coming up in January, in the middle of January, so one of my friends says, let's plan out Russ's birthday, and when are we going to get together? So as we're talking about this, he mentions that one of our other friends from high school is coming in. He lives in Arizona. He's coming in, and he usually does because he visits his family during this time as well. And I hadn't seen him probably, I don't know, maybe a good 4 or 5 years or something like that. And he mentioned that they were going to go to Barnaby's Pizza in I believe he said it's in Deerfield, something like that. And wanted to know if any of us wanted to go. Well, the other two, my brother and one of the other friends, aren't really that familiar with him. I mean, although we all went to high school together, they really never knew him as much. But I did. Yeah, this other high school friend is a guy who I would talk to quite a bit in high school. So so he's coming in, and whenever he's been in for our high school reunions, and of course whenever sometimes he comes in, to visit family when it's not during high school reunion time, I usually will sit down and talk with him for a while, and then he's been to one of our luncheons before, and we've gone out for lunch when he's been in before too. So he asked me if I wanted. He called me 2 days ago and asked me. He says, "Hey, do you want to go to the pizza place because he's coming in?" I says, "Yeah, I'll go. I haven't seen the guy in quite a few years, so I says, yeah, I'll go." So because of the fact that I have I'm meeting them at 12 noon, here it is now 9:48. Why am I going for pizza now? To get a Costco pizza, and then later on get a pizza at Barnaby's. Well, first off, I like pizza. You already know that. But why am I doing it? Well, here's how I looked at it. I says, I'm hungry now. I mean, I was hungry when I woke up. I think I woke up today around 8 o'clock. I was hungry. I said, is there anything for me to eat? And there are things that I could do, but I'd have to make it, meaning I'd have to cook it, right? I've been cooking up pork butt. You know what pork butt is? It's pork shoulder. I've been eating that, but I slice off some of that and I put it in an air fryer and I cook it. But that's going to take about 20 minutes or so, a little less than 20 minutes. And I said, I don't really feel like doing that. And then, I said, well, the fastest and easiest thing to do is just go to Costco, and then I can make this video too and talk about it. So here's the thing. Let me tell you about pizza. All right. I think the reason I got so into pizza is because when I was younger, I mean, I'm talking when I was like a little kid, my dad's best friend was a guy named Gino. Yeah, he's an Italian guy. Yeah, and we call him Uncle Gino, right? Because I mean, he was always around doing things with us and with my dad, and I think they knew each other because of work relationships and the like. I mean, they weren't in the same jobs. My dad had a different position, a different company, which was our family's company from my grandfather, basically. More on that and maybe at another time. But Uncle Gino, we call him Uncle Gino, was always doing things with my dad. They'd go bowling, they'd do this and that. So anyways, his wife, who is, I don't know if she was Italian or if she wasn't, but she was from Louisiana. Yeah, I mean, she had the southern accent and everything going on. And sadly, I don't remember her name. Yeah, it's such a short memory. I can see her face in my mind. But anyway, she would make pizza. And then I remember one time we were over at their house, and she was making pizza. And I remember we had never had pizza before. So she was telling us what pizza was, and she was showing my mom how to make pizza, right? And I think that was the very first time I ever had pizza. And I remember liking it. I go, hey, that's pretty good. I like it. And I think ever since then, pizza was probably the number one thing that I always wanted to get. So if you have to say, what is your favorite food, short of Chinese food, I would have to say it's got to be pizza. Yeah, I usually very seldom turn down a pizza. Now, here's why I wanted to talk more about pizza. Comments were made saying, Russ, you're in Chicago and you choose Costco pizza? Yeah, that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, right? I mean, Chicago, come on. We're known for pizza, just like New York is known for pizza. Detroit is known for pizza, right? You choose Costco pizza? It's not that I choose Costco pizza. It's the easiest thing I can get. It's relatively close by. All right, how long does it take us to do these videos when I go towards Costco? I don't know, what is it, 12 minutes? I have no idea. Whatever, like the time it takes for me to get to Costco. It's easy for me to get to. It's $1.99, okay? That's why I choose the Costco pizza. If I were to get a legitimate pizza, and if I had to make a choice, it would probably be Lou Malnati pizza. I've mentioned this before in the past, that Lou Malnati's is probably my favorite deep dish pizza. I mean, I've tried Pequod's as well, and some of the other deep dish pizzas. Uno's, I've tried Uno's, yeah, that was mentioned. But my favorite happens to be Lou Malnati's, okay? And it's not an inexpensive pizza. It's going to cost you some money to get a Lou's pizza, and it's not something you can eat on a daily basis. It's kind of big. Yeah, it's deep dish, right? It's going to be more calories, it's bigger, and all that. Well, maybe not necessarily more calories, because the Costco pizza calories is about 770 calories for the cheese pizza, something like that. But anyway, I did have a Lou Malnati's pizza this week. Mrs. Wright usually has somebody who sends her 2 frozen Lou Malnati pizzas all the time. Yeah, somebody, because of her work, somebody sends her these pizzas all the time during Christmas. So she's not a big pizza eater, so I usually get it. So I had this weekend a frozen Lou Malnati's pizza, sausage pizza, okay? And that was really good. I'll show you a picture, what it looks like before and after and all that. You know, it's frozen, but then when you cook it, it looks like this, and you know, and then you take a slice. So anyway, I decided, well, pizza is probably my favorite food, short of Chinese food. Now, if I had to choose food to eat as a category of food, or you know, what ethnic foods would you eat? It would have to be Chinese food. There's no doubt. But for a quick one, and for something that I do a lot, it's gotta be pizza. Yeah, it's just easy. It's easy. I like it. Yeah. So anyway, that's the story behind the pizza, and why I always get pizza, and why I'm here at pizza. So why am I getting the pizza now when I'm going to Barnaby's at 12? Well, Barnaby's, they're going to have to cook it. So really, by the time we get the pizza, it's going to be about 12:45. You know, by the time they place your order and you cook it, it'll be about 12:45 before we eat. It's too early in the morning, and I'm hungry right now. So so here we are at Costco, getting a pizza before getting the pizza. Yep. So that's the story behind pizza. Put a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'm here at Costco. I'm going to go get my pizza. Talk to you guys next time.